in Steffen's FRS, and so what made you get the car? What made you choose the FRS in general?
What made me get the FRS was, I guess I can thank my my first car was a 1995 BMW 318IS, and I liked the rear wheel drive. Like the raw feel of a BMW was great. And the transition car was, I had a TC, so which is what got me to like look at Scions.
Okay.
And the FRS, shoot, I wanted that since I had the Beamer, but after I totaled the TC, I was like, you know what, I don't want front wheel drive anymore. I want rear, and I like the rawness of the car because there's not all these like luxury things, and it's not fully electronic, so you get that reaction from the gas so much quicker.
Yeah.
The clutch, everything. So, and it just looks dope. So I was like, F it, you know.
It's a great tuner car too.
Yeah. The aftermarket community for it is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not the first owner, so the guy before before he, like the guy that had it before, did the 5-axis body kit and the exhaust. Now, I don't know if he had all the shit on it that he just took off, you know. Yeah. But that's how I bought it, and I didn't know much about the FRS parts until I started like studying, and I started going to the Arizona 86 meets where they were like, hey, this is what you got, this is what you got. That's where I learned most of it. Okay. The rest of the car, from what you look at it now, was essentially all of my doing.
Cool. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, for the future, there's going to be a turbo. There's going to be a lot of engine modifications. Yeah. Because when I first got it, and the first show coming up that I really wanted to go to was Subi Fest. That was like something more like smaller, and it's in Cali, so it's close by. For sure. So I focused more on the essentially aesthetics of the car.
So what do you have done on the exterior of the car?
So I have the water-cooled-in CC10s. It's a square setup. And then I have the We Are Likewise Royals for the lug nuts with the tips, which are the crowns. Then I have the 5-axis body kit for front bumper skirts and the rear bumper skirts. Then I have the TRD exhaust, the full exhaust. And I have the We Are Likewise butt plug for the rear tow hook. And I think for taillights, I have the FT86 version of the Lexans, and then the Valenti 4th brake light, which is like probably one of my favorite things of the car.
Why is that?
Because of the look. I don't know. It's just at night turning those on, it just looks really aggressive. It looks different. Some people have said like, "Oh, it looks like a BMW." I'm like, I guess. And like the newer ones do have those kind of lights. Yeah. But I don't know, it just stands out so much than, you know, the typical Valenti rear brake lights that everybody has. So just a little different. But then Dallin had them too, making me seem like I'm copying him. I'm not. Dallin. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. All right. Besides exterior, what I am thinking about doing though is getting those APR or ARP mirrors. The really small ones. Yeah. Like the race. Like like it comes like a little just piece of metal and then just the mirror. The people that do have them have told me like it's a bitch because like if somebody hits it from like the passenger side, you have to get out and then adjust it or have somebody adjust it while you look at it because you can't just use the buttons. So that's the only like thing making me question it. But otherwise, I think that's it for the exterior. Oh well, then I have K-Sport control coilovers. And then I have the Voodoo lower control arms. And I have, for the front fitment, I have camber bolts to get a little more camber out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, besides the camber plates.
What made you go with the wheels?
So, Brad, my buddy, he had a white FRS. So he had those wheels, and he was buying a different set of wheels from Jay Pleat. So he was essentially selling those, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm starting to build my car. Let me buy those from you. And it was a cheaper alternative to like name brand wheels as opposed to me forking out $4,000 for brand new wheels. And I didn't really want to buy XXRs or anything from like essentially reps, just because if I'm putting this much money into the car, you know, might as well just stick with something that's well known. But in the long run, I'm probably gonna get rid of these in the sense of like they won't be on the car. I'll still keep them because they don't make them anymore. They only have the 3-piece now. So, but I might buy Art in Motion or stick with water cooled. About to go three piece for sure with like really deep dishes. That's what I want. I want to be able to sit on my car at meets because I get tired of standing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
So how long did it take you to get the car where it is today?
It's kind of like it took me a while, but again, it didn't at the same time because it took me a while in the sense of I went to buy the parts and have them ready to put on. But it wasn't like I bought my coilovers and I put them on, and then I bought wheels and I put them on.
Yeah.
I had everything in my pantry. Not in my garage because my garage is tiny, but my pantry's huge, so I just fucking stockpiled everything. Yeah, my roommates would try and get their cereal, and they just box of coilovers and control arms. And so when it came time to slap it all on, it probably took 3-4 days, really, like putting in work and having actual work on the side, you know.
Yeah.
I had a few friends, Sean, Fresh 240 SX, and then obviously Brad helped me out. My girlfriend helped me out. My roommates, Bart and Franz, everybody helped me out. So it was like a team effort for sure. And then we got the car where it is now. Really, just got an alignment, and that was it. Really, everything came together. I think the final piece to the car that I didn't want to do until it was ready was probably the banner and the powder coat. So the wheels were on, the banner wasn't there.
Yeah.
The color that I was gonna go for was more of like a secret-ish kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people figured it out, some people just didn't know.
Yeah.
I got the wheels powder coated by Unique Powder Coat. They did a pretty good job. They met my guidelines because I needed to get to Subi Fest.
Yeah.
And it was such a crunch time that they were able to get it out in 2 days, which is, you know, really good. Got the wheels, and then once the wheels were on, I just put out a picture of the wheels with the banner and the water cooled in written all over it. And then obviously, if you notice some stickers like my @ on the back is same color of the banner.
Yeah.
You know, kind of just mix and match the
accent
black and
colors.
gold, right? Kind of not too much,
Yeah.
but kind of just right the right amount. Same with the interior. You have the We Are Likewise Death Grip, which is on the golden shower color.
Mm-hmm.
And then same with the Love button, which is the same color, all gold. It's not really close, but it's not far from the same color of the wheels, which just fucking happened. Because I told the guys at Unique Powder Coat, like, I want gold. They're like, we only have one gold in stock. Anything else you have to order, and you will make your deadline.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, whatever gold you got, go for it. And it just happened to work out.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
that
really
was
good.
yeah, that was pretty good. Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, just I guess in general, what do you like about
That's
this
my
car?
favorite thing
Yeah.
about this car. So many things. Just the body, like what Toyota did, Scion and Subaru when they worked. I mean, actually, it's more like Toyota just and Scion because the BRZ, although it's cool, I don't like it.
Yeah, I
It's
like
less
this better.
aggressive than the FRS, which is what I like the best about it. And then the 5-axis body kit just enhances the fuck out of it. So
it's beautiful, yeah.
when I bought it, like it just something about it like stood out so much more from the other ones, and I didn't notice it until I got to the dealership, and I was like, "Yo, that's a f***ing body kit." So I was like, "Let's get this one."
Mm-hmm. So you're sad to see this one, the FRS go.
This was the first one that I test drove. I had 5 planned.
Oh wow!
Like I was gonna be a full day affair.
Jeez.
Try all these out, figure it out, and the next day buy it. I drove this one first. It had the lowest miles. It was the most expensive one. It was like 18 something, and then after tax and all that shit, like 21. But
Sure.
I drove it. It had the TRD, so it was a little bit louder. You know, that feel, all that, just I fell in love. And to this day, I adore this car, and I've had it since late April.
Okay.
Like the first 2 months, 3 months, every week, once a week, I wash the car and like wax it, dude.
That's how I was when I got mine.
Yeah, every week I'd wax it.
Okay, do you have something about the car I guess you don't like?
I don't like. I hate the spoiler. I despise it. Like a lot of people like it, but I like the more aggressive, more like higher spoilers. I don't want to wing because I don't have a turbo. Everyone's gonna want to race.
Yeah, sure.
But I want. Have you seen Killiner's trunk? How he molded that big? That's what I want.
Kind of like a tail. Like a lot of GTRs do
like
that.
the duck bill or whatever. Not.
Yep.
Yeah, I want one of those. I want that sticks way the up. So like it's really in your face and kind of flows with it.
Sure.
That's what I want.
Nah, that would look dope.
Another thing is the 5-axis side skirts. It's mostly Arizona's fault though, and the car being black. The sun And this car being black, it has melted every form of 3M tape I've tried to put on it. And the only thing holding it right now is the pins from the bottom of the skirt and the sides and the wheel wells. This middle part, dude, I've replaced it 5 times.
Really?
Yeah. It's like I've gotten down to the point where I've like rubbed off every sort of sticky on it
And then
put
just did
brand
fresh
new.
coats,
Yeah, brand new. And it sat pretty for a week. And then the heat was like you. And then it snaps off.
At least you're
And
entering...
like this side, it like flops a little in the wind. The other one stays like steady.
Okay.
Which is maybe how I park it and which way the sun sets.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it bothers me so much.